Deshaun Watson, 24-plus allegations, but league-handed slap. Seizing. Deshaun Watson faced 24 lawsuits and still signed a $230 million deal. In 2021, multiple women accused the star quarterback of sexual misconduct during massage sessions. The total reached 24 civil suits, graphic details, national headlines. 2 grand juries declined criminal charges. The NFL investigated, then suspended him. Just 11 games. No fine, no admission of guilt. Then the Browns handed him the biggest guaranteed contract in NFL history. Fully protected. The league called it discipline. Fans called it disgrace. Watson's return showed the truth. Talent covers everything, even 24 accusations. Tyreek Hill. Domestic violence reports buried under speed stats. Tyreek Hill's past never caught him, but it never left either. In college, he was arrested for punching and choking his pregnant girlfriend. He pleaded guilty, was kicked off the team, and later drafted anyway. Years later, police investigated him again for child abuse. Audio recordings surfaced. Hill sounded threatening. No charges filed. The NFL didn't suspend him, not even a game. He kept catching touchdowns, kept running 4.2 speed. Teams ignored his history. Broadcasters praised his redemption, but nothing ever changed. It just got faster. Kareem Hunt. Caught on tape kicking woman, got second chance. Kareem Hunt was only sorry after TMZ aired the footage. In 2018, hotel cameras caught the Chiefs running back shoving and kicking a woman. The team said they never saw the video. When it leaked, Hunt was cut immediately. He later admitted he lied. Months passed. The Browns signed him. He returned after an 8-game suspension. No charges, no public apology to the victim, just yards and touchdowns. The league said it handled things internally. Hunt became proof that video decides consequences, not actions. Greg Hardy. Domestic assault case. Still signed by Cowboys. Greg Hardy threw his girlfriend on a bed of guns and still suited up. In 2014, the Panthers defensive end was arrested for assaulting his ex-girlfriend. She said he slammed her into furniture and threatened to kill her. Photos showed bruises, guns everywhere. He was convicted, but the victim didn't show at the appeal, and the case was dropped. The Panthers let him walk. Then the Cowboys signed him. One of the league's most violent scandals ended in silence. Hardy played 12 games, recorded 6 sacks, and the NFL kept moving. Richie Incognito. Bullying scandal, racial slurs, mental breakdowns. Richie Incognito broke teammates and himself. In 2013, Dolphins lineman Jonathan Martin left the team after months of bullying. Incognito was the ringleader. Voicemails, racial slurs, threats. The NFL suspended him, but he came back. Again and again. Later, he was arrested at a funeral home, threatening employees. Then again at a gym. Erratic behavior, mental health issues, multiple arrests. But teams kept calling. He made Pro Bowls after the scandal. The league labeled him fiery. The truth was messier. Incognito was a case study in how far the NFL bends for brute force. Lawrence Taylor, Hall of Famer with deep drug ties, resisting. Lawrence Taylor redefined defense and nearly destroyed himself doing it. A 2-time Super Bowl champ, MVP as a defender, but off the field, he spiraled. Cocaine, crack, hookups with dealers. He once showed up to practice high, failed multiple drug tests, suspended, arrested, reinstated, again and again. He played through the chaos and dominated. After retirement, more arrests followed. Drugs, solicitation, probation. He admitted he didn't play clean. The NFL still called him a legend. A gold jacket covered the damage, but behind every sack was a man burning out, fast. Josh Gordon, years of suspensions, no help for addiction. Selfish, Josh Gordon couldn't outrun addiction, and the NFL never helped him. A record-breaking talent, led the league in receiving in 2013. But behind the stats was a deep drug habit: weed, alcohol, Xanax, Adderall, cocaine. He failed countless tests, suspended 6 times, went to rehab over and over. The league gave him bans, not support. Teams gave second chances. The NFL gave press releases. His mental health was collapsing. Gordon said football was his escape, but it never fixed what was broken. He lost his prime years and the league moved on. Ricky Williams walked away from the NFL over weed and pressure. Ricky Williams chose peace over football and got labeled a quitter, a Heisman winner, Pro Bowler, Dolphin star. But the stress crushed him. Depression, anxiety, failed drug tests for marijuana. In 2004, he walked away from the NFL days before training camp. Said he needed to find himself. Media mocked him. The league blackballed him. He studied herbal medicine, practiced yoga, came back years later, but never got the same respect. His choice was simple: lose football or lose himself. He picked sanity. The NFL never understood that. Nate Newton, 213 pounds of marijuana in his van. Fluorescence. Nate Newton didn't just traffic weed, he transported it by the trunk load. A 6-time Pro Bowler, Cowboys lineman. But after retirement, he turned to drug smuggling. In 2001, he was arrested with 213 pounds of marijuana in a van. 6 weeks later, arrested again, with 175 more pounds. He faced serious prison time. Said he got caught chasing easy money. Newton later turned his life around, became a motivational speaker. But during his prime, the league never asked why so many players turned to crime. They just celebrated wins and ignored what came after. Johnny Manziel, drugs, rehab, and mental health disaster. Johnny Manziel partied his way out of the league, a Heisman winner, first-round pick, but he cared more about clubs than playbooks, alcohol abuse, rehab, missed practices, lied to coaches, videos leaked, rolling bills, bottles, chaos. The Browns still started him. Sponsors still paid him until they couldn't. Manziel flamed out fast. He later admitted bipolar disorder, substance abuse, and suicidal thoughts. Said he tried to self-destruct. The NFL shrugged. Another young talent lost. Another warning sign ignored. Fame without structure, pressure without help, and a league still pretending it's not their problem. Sam Hurd, NFL receiver turned cocaine trafficker, zebra by. Sam Hurd wasn't just selling drugs, he was building a cartel. A Bears receiver, quiet, well-liked. In 2011, he was arrested outside a steakhouse after telling an undercover agent he wanted to move kilos of cocaine and marijuana every week. He bragged about having a distribution network, wanted to become the next big drug kingpin. When arrested, he had a list of dealers and customers, some allegedly in the NFL. He got 15 years in federal prison. No team, no coach, no league official ever explained how it got that far. One of the wildest crime stories in NFL history, buried fast. Percy Harvin, smoked before games to function, no support. Percy Harvin was electric on the field, broken off it. Rookie of the year, Super Bowl champ, one of the fastest men alive. But Harvin said he smoked weed before every single game, claimed it was the only thing that kept his severe anxiety and migraines in check. He once got into a fight with a teammate before the Super Bowl. He had panic attacks constantly. Said he played high because team doctors gave him pills, but not peace. The NFL fined him, suspended him, but never helped him. His career ended early, not from injuries, but from silence. Barrett Robbins disappeared night before Super Bowl, bipolar ignored, reluctance. Barrett Robbins missed the biggest game of his life, lost in a mental storm. Raiders Pro Bowl center, 2003 Super Bowl. One night before kickoff, he vanished. Found days later in a hotel, rambling and confused. He had stopped taking meds for bipolar disorder. The team didn't know. The league didn't ask. He missed the game. His life spiraled. Arrests, drugs, rehab, jail. Robbins later said he didn't even know the Super Bowl happened. Mental illness stole his career, and the NFL never prepared to handle it. Just another broken lineman, forgotten in the margins. Michael Irvin. Drugs, arrests, but protected by Cowboys dynasty. Michael Irvin partied harder than he played and still made the Hall of Fame. Restrained, 3-time Super Bowl champ, Hall of Famer, but his off-field chaos was constant. Cocaine busts, hotel raids, assault accusations, a 1996 arrest for drug possession during a birthday party with prostitutes. Teammates called it the White House, a secret party spot near team facilities. But the Cowboys kept winning. The league looked away. Irvin was suspended, but always returned. Fame protected him. Talent saved him. And the NFL made sure nothing slowed down America's team. David Boston. Steroid use turned him unrecognizable. David Boston didn't just bulk up. He transformed into something unnatural. Once a Pro Bowl wideout, Boston became a cautionary tale. By the mid-2000s, he looked like a linebacker, ripped, massive, veins popping. He tested positive for steroids, then got caught with GHB, also known as the date rape drug. His injuries piled up. So did his arrests. At one point, he weighed nearly 250 pounds at wide receiver. The league moved on. His body broke down. His mind wasn't far behind. Boston's transformation showed what happens when performance becomes everything and nothing else matters. Bountygate. Saints paid players to injure QBs. Disregard. Didn't just hit hard. They got paid to hurt. In 2012, the NFL revealed that Saints coaches ran a secret bounty program. Defensive players were rewarded for knocking opponents out of games. Extra cash for card-offs, bonus for concussions. Quarterbacks like Brett Favre and Kurt Warner were prime targets. Head coach Sean Payton was suspended for a year. Defensive coordinator Greg Williams got an indefinite ban. But no players missed games. The NFL called it a rogue operation. But insiders said it wasn't unique, just the one that got caught. A violent sport made even more brutal, by design. Spygate. Patriots caught filming, only got a fine. The Patriots were caught cheating and barely got punished. In 2007, New England staff were caught filming Jets' defensive signals from the sideline. It wasn't the first time. Other teams suspected them for years. The league investigated, fined Bill Belichick $500,000 and docked a draft pick, then destroyed the tapes. No suspensions, no transparency. The Patriots kept winning. Super Bowls, MVPs, dynasties. The scandal faded, but whispers remained. How much did they really know? And what would have happened if the tape survived? Deflategate. Brady suspended, but real punishments dodged. Blackmail. Tom Brady lost 4 games, but the NFL lost the truth. In the 2015 AFC Championship, Colts staff accused the Patriots of using underinflated footballs. Easier to grip, easier to throw. The NFL launched a massive investigation. Brady denied everything. The report said he was generally aware. He got 4 games. The Patriots got a fine and lost a pick. But scientists questioned the NFL's evidence. The texts were vague. The pressure data flawed. The league pushed a punishment before proving guilt. It wasn't just about air. It was about control. And the NFL made sure it stayed in their hands. The NFL concussion settlement, designed to deny most claims. The NFL paid billions for concussions, but kept most of it. In 2013, facing hundreds of lawsuits, the NFL agreed to a $1 billion settlement for retired players with brain injuries. But the fine print was brutal. The league defined cognitive decline so narrowly that most claims were denied. Players with mood swings, memory loss, and violent behavior were excluded. The testing was biased. Appeals were endless. Some players died waiting. Others gave up. The NFL got to say it paid, but it paid to protect itself, not to help.